Hi, this is Wesley again, back with part 8 of the Crag Jackpot tournament playthrough. I'm getting up into it now with 112th place at the moment. One tip I mentioned before in an earlier video that I'll repeat again is that when you do start getting up into the rankings a bit, I generally won't let the matchmaking search time out over a minute, because after a minute you often draw players that are significantly below you in tournament ELO. So I'll typically maybe run it for 30 or 40 seconds and then cancel and restart, because you don't want to be playing a match where you're roughly half or 50-50 to win, but you only win 10 ELO. If you win, you lose 50 if you lose. It's not a good bet. So I'll cancel the matchmake find here and start it again. Hopefully I'll get someone of a similar ELO. So far, my only loss came at the hands of an MMDOC who played it quite well, and I had a pretty slow start. MR isn't a fantastic matchup for any deck, and I'm looking forward to it being removed from the game soon, but it's not a terrible matchup for Crag if you can get a fast start. So again here, I'm just going to restart the matchmake search rather than let it pair me up with someone 50 or 60 ELO under me. I probably could have edited this part out of my video if I was less lazy. So, Emma, again. This hand is a pretty reasonable hand. That's a close mulligan, to be honest, but I've gotten lucky and drawn into a much better hand. In hindsight, it's tough to say whether I should keep the previous hand. So one of the issues against Amar is because you're forced to rush, it makes you more vulnerable to things like Insect Swarm. However, the good thing is that a lot of Amar decks don't choose to run the full complement of Insect Swarms. They prefer to go for more combo-based cards. So it looks pretty good here. As far as quick starts go, it doesn't get much better than this. The fact that I got to play first is a big deal. Emma does a lot better as starting player because it isn't so much about resources as it is about advancement. I've played a couple of Emma decks, and one of the cards that I will often play is the Fortune, which advances your magic and reduces your opponent's magic, and that does play very well in the Amar deck, because often not getting to critical 6-3 is what slows you down. So I've actually forced him to start playing out stone shields on only the 4th turn, which is a good place to be. Stone shield is without a doubt the most important card in the matchup. If the Amar player can draw and play 2 or 3 stone shields in the early game, that generally means they can stay alive long enough to get their combo. However, my draw here has been pretty optimal, and he hasn't drawn any insect swarms, so it looks like I should be able to take this one. So at this point, he's still a full 3 turns away from reaching critical 6 magic, 3 leadership or whatever it's called, and he's already played 2 stone shields. So unless he can pull something out of the hat here, I think I'm going to win. So after getting crushed by the last MR, it's nice to get a win in here. Thanks for watching. See you for the next match.